Thierry Henry yesterday on CBS was talking about Mikel Arteta. He called out Mikel Arteta for improper player management and not actually listening and talking to players and overplaying them and them getting injured on consistent basis. To some players, especially who are injury prone, and this season as well with Saka, Odegaard, Rice, and everyone, he asked about them. And he asked, well, why Salah doesn't get injured this season? Oh, because he doesn't play when he doesn't have to. They rotate, actually. And here he goes. How come all the time, in crucial moments, we've been having players that are injured? How come? And the thing is, in these crucial times, most of the time, our main players are injured. Because Saliba was injured 3 years ago. This season we have Saka, Odegaard. It's going all over the place. And Thierry Henry was calling out. He called out Arteta because he said, like, the manager goes out in the meetings and everything. He asks the players, are they ready and fit to play? He asks the medical staff. And based on how Mikel Arteta is doing things, when he plays Declan Rice with broken toe against Chelsea, when Odegaard, who shouldn't be on the pitch, is playing against Chelsea, then goes to Norway, and Norway medical staff says that he's an idiot and shouldn't be even playing whatsoever and send him back to Arsenal. And then he plays Ben White in necessity of a surgery since August or July. He plays him for 3 months straight in Premier League, Champions League and everywhere, and then only he has the surgery. That is single-handedly on players and Mikel Arteta, because that is not a proper player management, player rotation, and not the best interest in heart in terms of club and everything. And this is what Thierry Henry yesterday called out to maximum extent. Maximum extent. I was wondering why he no longer called out Arteta. He did it. He did it today. He doesn't do it often, but he does when it's needed. He calls out even our players. He called out Martinelli and everything. Maybe in recent times he hasn't done it as much, but today he did it. On Tuesday he did it again. Before the game against PSV, he did it again. He called out Mikel Arteta. He called out the player management. He called out everything. Said he needs to start putting more pressure. Exactly, and at the moment he's doing that. But you know where this gets sick and genuinely abysmal? Arsenal fans are starting to are genuinely calling out Thierry Henry. They're starting to disrespect him, saying that he doesn't deserve a statue in front of Emirates anymore. It's like they've never seen him play. You know when Petit calls out Arsenal, Thierry Henry calls out Arsenal. Petit won doubles in 98, 99. Thierry Henry has won everything at Arsenal, everything besides Champions League, what it feels like. He's arguably the best player Premier League has ever seen. Those two, also specifically, know what they're talking about because they have been there, they have done that, they know how this thing works, how it should be done, and what's wrong. They have the mental, psychological, physical, and every single aspect of this lockdown, and they know how to do it and how it should be done. And when they call out these things, you should be listening. You should be taking notes. You should take a step back and look at the whole picture. Because they only spit facts in these instances. I'm not talking about Ian Wright, Keown, and all these people, all these Arsenal legends who have sold out for a pound note, who basically back everything Arsenal does, no matter what they do. I'm talking about the actual ones who call everything that's out with wrong with the club. And now even fans are starting to turn on Thierry Henry, disrespecting him. They say he's not worthy. He doesn't deserve a statue outside the Emirates. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's jealous of Mikel Arteta's coaching career and everything. Are you fucking dumb? Those people who call Thierry Henry out and disrespect him like that probably have never seen him play at Arsenal as well, by the way. Because if a self-respecting person who has seen Thierry Henry play at Arsenal, who has seen us go invincible, and him being the best player in Arsenal, in Premier League, in potentially Premier League history, and everything, find shame. Because everyone who had seen him play and do his thing would never, ever dare to disrespect him like that. But Arsenal fans, left, right, and center, yesterday and day before, were saying that he's jealous, he doesn't deserve a statue, he's useless, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Instantly. Instantly. And here it is. Thierry Henry has coached Monaco, Montreal Impact, Belgium national team as an assistant France under 21. Failed woefully in all of them. He literally never lasted more than a season. He's the last person to be pointing out Arteta's mistakes. Are you dumb? Genuinely, are you freaking dumb? You want to tell me that the greatest Premier League player of all time, greatest player of arguably of Arsenal's history, depending on when you have watched it, what you have seen, and whether you think it's Bergkamp or Vieira or what's its face or Henry, it doesn't matter. You want to tell me that King Thierry Henry is jealous, or some bum-ass Mikel Arteta, who is not even Arsenal's legend, who is Everton's legend, who has played for teams like Rangers and PSG, and genuinely has been a bang average midfielder with bang average career, and is genuinely the luckiest goddamn person in the world that somehow he has landed an Arsenal job. He's still in the job and gets lucky just to be in the job, because every single time when shit hits the fan, somehow something happens that makes him stay at the job. He wins FA Cup. Aubameyang wins him FA Cup. He gets 2 more years. He almost gets sacked. Emil Smith-Rowe and Saka save his season. And everything. Then Ben White signed for centre back. Doesn't work out. He puts him at right back. What to do? Put Saliba at centre back. Oh, genius and all that crap. But it's not genius. He just didn't have anything to do else there. And it just worked out. Saka is injured. Calafiori is injured. I have nobody to play because I'm a moron and I don't trade Kieran Tierney. I'm talking like Arteta right now from his point of view, right? Oh, what I can do? I'm going to put Tierney, I'm going to put Miles Lewis-Kelly. And it somehow works out once again. And all this time, I'm close to Arsenal fan base to be in complete meltdown. Oh, we somehow win 7-1 against PSV instantly. Somehow he pulls it out of the bag. It's not a skill. It's utter sheer dumb luck. He's like a cat who has 9 lives. At some point, these lives have to run out. Genuinely, at some point, they have to run out. How long can this bullshit last? Because let's be real, he's not winning Premier League. He's not winning Champions League this season. Next season, why would it change? Because let's be real, Liverpool are going to sign players. Man City definitely are going to sign players. They're going to spend more 200-300 million. Chelsea might get it together. Let's be real, Aston Villa are going nowhere. Maybe even Nottingham Forest, although with Europe it might be the problem for them. But overall, teams gonna catch up. Teams that have fallen behind are catching us up. Because we are regressing actually as we are sitting here. Other teams, yes, they have fallen 10 times harder, but they gonna catch us up. And then they try and then use excuses of injuries, of red cards. And big up to Emmanuel Petit. 3 days ago an interview said, injuries and red cards are not an excuse. Because in my time, with red cards, despite we having 10 men, we still won games. Despite having injuries, we still won games. We went to Old Trafford without Henry, without Bergkamp, and without Robert Pires. Right? We played Kanu up top, we played Wiltord if I'm not mistaken, and someone else, and we won the fucking league at Old Trafford. What's their excuse? There are no excuses. Either you are proper manager and you recruit proper players and you sign proper players and not these bum-ass championship level players. So when someone gets injured you have a replacement. Or you're just an utter idiot who is just there where he is just because of the money. To some extent. I'm not denying that Arteta is a bad manager. I'm saying he's a decent manager. But is he Arsenal quality right now? No chance in hell. Let's be real. Those fans who are slating Thierry Henry need to hold some serious... They need to get something checked out. Because let's be real. Turning on Henry to defend that bum Arteta, Gunners have gone crazy. And that is the biggest thing. How they can... Where do they find the sheer courage and brain cell to defend Mikel Arteta and genuinely disrespect and slate the best player Arsenal has ever had, arguably. Depending with someone like Bergkamp, someone like Henry, depending, or how old you are. Someone maybe like some older guy, like from Merson or someone like that, right? But overall, where do they find the nerve? And let's be real, most of these bum-ass morons who are turning on Thierry Henry, right? Bigger chances than not have never seen Thierry Henry at Arsenal. Like proper Thierry Henry, prime Thierry Henry. I'm not talking about when he came back from MLS and scored against Leeds and everything and all that jazz. I'm talking about proper Thierry Henry. Invincible season, doubles, Champions League final and everything. They have never seen that. Because if they had, and they knew what he has done for this club, they would never ever ever dare to lift a finger and put a bad word about him. Let's be real. Yes, the misses in Champions League in 2006, yes, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, still hurts to this day. But still, it's Thierry fucking Henry. And how can you compare him to Arteta? How Mikel Arteta is so protected? You genuinely cannot say anything bad about him. As soon as you say, fake fan, plastic fan, go ahead, support Spurs, you're a moron, we don't claim you. And all this stuff. You're an idiot. Everyone who wants Arteta gone is a cretin. That's what, and I don't want to say names because it's a big YouTube channel, said that every person who wants Mikel Arteta out at this stage is a cretin. That person said that I think it was after the loss against West Ham, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna name the channel, but it's a big channel, and let's be real. If you think like that, I'm sorry, but just know.